Our bones age quietly until one fall changes everything. You don't always feel your bones getting weaker. There's no siren, no symptom. Until suddenly a minor fall leads to a fracture, weeks in recovery, or even long-term loss of independence. But here's the truth. Losing bone density with age isn't just about broken bones. It's about losing mobility confidence and the freedom to do the things you love, whether it's gardening, dancing, or simply walking without fear. And if you're over 60, your bones are already working harder than ever to stay strong. The good news, what you eat can make all the difference. In today's video, we're revealing 7 delicious, accessible foods that naturally support stronger bones backed by science and real-life stories from seniors across the country. So whether you're managing early signs of osteopenia or simply being proactive about your health, these foods will help you protect your body's foundation from the inside out. And just before we begin, from all of us here at True Health Way, we want to say a heartfelt thank you. If you find this video helpful, we'd be truly grateful if you could give it a like. It's a small gesture that helps us continue to bring you valuable science-backed guidance for healthy aging. And if you haven't already, we warmly invite you to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss a chance to invest in your health one step at a time. If this kind of content resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment with the number 1 that lets us know we're on the right track. And if not, no worries, just drop a 0 and we'll use your feedback to improve and serve you better next time. All right, let's take care of your bones starting today, because it's never too late to grow stronger one meal at a time. Let's begin. Let's start with the why. Why do bones become more fragile as we age, even when we still feel strong on the outside? After the age of 50, both men and women begin to experience natural bone loss, but for postmenopausal women, the process accelerates dramatically. That's because estrogen, a hormone that protects bone density, drops significantly, leaving bones more vulnerable to thinning and breakage. This gradual decline is often silent. You won't feel it. There's no obvious pain, but the structure of your bones weakens over time, making them more porous, brittle, and prone to fractures from even small falls or bumps. What makes this even more challenging is that the nutrients your bones rely on, like calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and protein, are no longer absorbed as easily by the body. Even if you're eating the same foods you always have, your bones may not be getting what they need, and that's exactly why your diet becomes your frontline defense. The right foods don't just slow bone loss, they can actually help you build stronger, more resilient bones even later in life. So don't worry, you're not powerless in this. In fact, you're just one plate away from making a difference. And coming up next, we'll explore 7 simple, powerful foods you can enjoy every day, ones that not only support your bones, but fit beautifully into your routine. Stay with us, because the best is just ahead. Let's begin with a delicious and familiar favorite, Greek yogurt. This smooth, creamy treat is far more than a breakfast staple. It's one of the most concentrated sources of calcium and protein you can add to your plate. And when it comes to bone health, that's a winning combination. Calcium is the main building block of your bones, and protein supports the collagen framework that keeps them strong and flexible. What makes Greek yogurt even more senior-friendly is its low lactose content. Many older adults develop lactose sensitivity, which can make milk and other dairy products uncomfortable to digest. Greek yogurt, however, is much gentler on the stomach and far more versatile than you might think. It's a breakfast hero, a smoothie base, a savory sauce thickener, and even a satisfying snack. Take Eddie Kruger, a 78-year-old retired librarian from Boise, Idaho. Eddie had struggled with mild osteopenia and was looking for a natural alternative to chalky calcium supplements. Her dietitian recommended Greek yogurt, and she began incorporating it into her morning routine with berries, flaxseed, and a drizzle of honey. 6 months later, her digestion had improved, her energy levels were up, and most importantly, her DEXA scan showed no further bone loss. Want to give it a try? Look for unsweetened Greek yogurt, ideally fortified with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium more efficiently. Keep it exciting by adding fruits nuts or using it in smoothies. A spoonful a day isn't just tasty, it's a step towards steadier steps and stronger bones. And hey, if you're already enjoying Greek yogurt, leave a comment and tell us your favorite way to use it. It might just inspire someone else in our community. Now here's a surprise: canned sardines. These tiny fish are an underrated bone-building superstar and one of the few foods that naturally offer both calcium and vitamin D in meaningful amounts. Add in omega-3 fatty acids, and you've got a food that doesn't just build bones, it protects them from inflammation and age-related damage. What makes sardines so powerful is their edible bones. When canned, the bones soften and blend into the texture, offering a calcium boost without you even noticing. Just 3 ounces of sardines with bones provides more than 300 milligrams of calcium. That's a third of the daily requirement for older adults, plus around 200 IU of vitamin D. It's a shelf-stable powerhouse. Meet Jerry Hanley, a 74-year-old retired railway inspector from Rochester, New York. Jerry was lactose intolerant and had a tough time digesting dairy-based calcium sources. After a local senior center nutrition workshop, he gave sardines a shot. He started small, mixing them into salads with lemon and celery, and gradually developed a taste for them. 6 months in, his bone density test had improved, and more importantly, he felt stronger and steadier on his feet during walks. Thinking of trying sardines? Look for cans packed in water or olive oil, and make sure they say with bones on the label. That's where the magic is. If you're not used to the flavor, pair them with strong ingredients like mustard olives or fresh herbs to balance the taste. And if you're feeling brave, comment below with the word Sardine Squad. Let's see how many of us are joining the movement. Next up, leafy greens. These everyday vegetables might not seem like heavy hitters, but they're packed with plant-based calcium, vitamin K, magnesium, and potassium, all essential for maintaining strong, resilient bones. For seniors who don't consume much dairy, these greens are a powerful ally. Not all greens are created equal, though. Some, like spinach, are high in oxalates compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption. But others, like kale bok choy and collard greens, are low in oxalates and deliver calcium your body can actually use. They also contain vitamin K, which helps calcium bind to your bone matrix. Let's take a look at Lenora Ellsworth, a 76-year-old former choir director from Alabama. After learning she was borderline for osteopenia, Lenora decided to give food-first bone support a real shot. With the help of her granddaughter, a dietetics student, she started sautéing kale, steaming collards, and stirring bok choy into her stir-fries. Not only did her energy improve, but her follow-up labs showed higher vitamin K levels and no further bone loss. Want to get more greens into your diet? Start by cooking them. This reduces their volume and increases how much you can eat in a serving. Add them to egg soups or enjoy as a simple side dish with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon to boost mineral absorption. If leafy greens are already a part of your routine, let us know in the comments, or better yet, drop an emoji. If dairy isn't your thing, don't worry. Fortified plant-based milks can be a smart, easy replacement. Whether it's soy, almond, oat, or flax milk, the key is making sure they're fortified with calcium and vitamin D. These two nutrients work together to keep your bones dense and durable. As we age, our ability to absorb calcium decreases, and our skin's ability to convert sunlight into vitamin D drops too. That's why reliable fortified sources are so important for seniors. A good plant milk should provide at least 300 milligrams of calcium and 100 IU of vitamin D per cup. Take Wendell Duke, an 80-year-old retired mail carrier from Sacramento. After struggling with digestive issues from regular milk, Wendell switched to fortified soy milk, one that provided 45% of his calcium needs in just 1 cup. He used it in oatmeal and smoothies, and within months he noticed fewer muscle cramps and an overall boost in energy. When choosing a plant-based milk, go for unsweetened varieties to avoid added sugars, which can increase inflammation. Soy milk tends to have the highest protein content, around 7 grams per cup, making it a fantastic all-around option. And here's a challenge for you. The next time you're grocery shopping, check the label on your plant milk. If you find one with solid calcium and vitamin D content, share the brand in the comments. Someone else might benefit from your find. Now let's talk about one of the most affordable and accessible bone-building foods out there: eggs. Often called nature's perfect food, eggs are a compact source of vitamin D, high-quality protein, and phosphorus, three nutrients that play a critical role in maintaining strong, flexible bones as we age. For many older adults, appetite decreases over time, or chewing becomes more difficult. Eggs offer a soft, easy-to-eat option that delivers essential bone-strengthening benefits in just one serving. One large egg provides about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein and nearly 90 milligrams of phosphorus, a key mineral that works alongside calcium to build the dense structural matrix of your bones. And don't skip the yolk, that's where you'll find around 40 IU of vitamin D, one of the few natural food sources of this essential nutrient. Let me introduce you to Millie Roas, a 77-year-old former school principal from Tucson, Arizona. After being diagnosed with early-stage osteoporosis, Millie wasn't comfortable with supplement regimens that upset her stomach. So her doctor suggested something simple: 2 eggs a day. Millie began starting her mornings with soft-boiled eggs and sautéed spinach. 3 months later, her vitamin D levels were up her bone, turnover markers had improved, and she reported better balance and energy throughout her day. If you're looking to strengthen your bones without adding complexity to your routine, eggs are a great go-to. Enjoy them, scrambled, poached, boiled, or even folded into vegetable omelets for an extra calcium kick. Just remember, keep the yolk. That's where the vitamin D lives, and it's an important part of the egg's nutritional magic. Got a favorite egg recipe that helps you start the day strong? Share it in the comments. Someone in our community might be inspired to try it too. Next on the list is a sweet surprise that's been quietly building a strong reputation in bone health research: prunes. Yes, the humble dried plum is now recognized as a bone protective powerhouse, and it's especially valuable for older adults. Prunes are rich in polyphenols, plant compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, two of the key drivers behind bone breakdown as we age. They also contain boron, a trace mineral that helps the body metabolize calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. And let's not forget vitamin K and potassium, both of which contribute to bone mineral density and help prevent calcium loss from the body. Consider Max Hargrove, an 84-year-old retired florist from Tallahassee, Florida. After years of managing osteopenia, Max was looking for a natural way to support her bones, one that didn't involve more pills. Her granddaughter, a dietitian, suggested adding prunes to her breakfast. Max began eating 5 prunes each morning with her Greek yogurt and walnuts. Over time, she noticed reduced joint stiffness, improved balance, and most importantly, a stable bone scan, a win in her book. If you're new to prunes, start with 2 or 3 a day and gradually work up to 5 or 6. They're naturally sweet, easy to chew, and gentle on digestion. You can chop them into oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or even blend them into smoothies. And as a bonus, they also help keep things moving, so your digestive system benefits along with your bones. If prunes are already part of your diet, leave an emoji in the comments. Let's see how many bone-strong sweet tooths we've got listening in. And finally, let's wrap up with a bone-building food that's especially good for those looking to cut back on meat: tofu. This plant-based staple is incredibly rich in calcium, but only if you choose the right type, specifically calcium-set tofu, which is made using calcium sulfate as a coagulant. Half a cup can contain up to 500 milligrams of calcium, which is more than a third of what most seniors need in a day. But the benefits don't stop there. Tofu also provides complete plant-based protein, supporting the collagen matrix that gives bones flexibility and resilience. Plus, tofu contains isoflavones, plant compounds that act like mild estrogens in the body. For postmenopausal women, this is especially important as it may help slow down bone loss when estrogen levels naturally decline. Let's hear from CJ Donnelly, a 79-year-old retired firefighter from Santa Fe, New Mexico. After a concerning drop in bone density, CJ was encouraged by his daughter, a longtime vegetarian, to try tofu. At first, he wasn't thrilled by the idea. But after experimenting with stir-fries and breakfast scrambles, he grew to enjoy it. His follow-up labs showed improved calcium balance, and his physical therapist noticed better posture and fewer balance issues. When shopping for tofu, always check the label for calcium sulfate. That's the secret to getting the bone benefits. Cook it with vegetables rich in vitamin C, like bell peppers or broccoli, to help with calcium absorption. You can grill it, bake it, or saute it. Tofu absorbs flavor beautifully and works in everything from savory dishes to hearty stews. Already a tofu fan? Drop a emoji or share your favorite recipe in the comments. Your idea might just inspire someone to give it a try and maybe even like it. So there you have it, 7 simple, powerful foods that can help protect and even rebuild bone strength one bite at a time. But don't go anywhere just yet. Up next, we'll recap all 7 and talk about how to fit them easily into your weekly meals. Because when it comes to staying active, balanced, and independent well into your golden years, strong bones make all the difference. Let's take a quick moment to recap all 7 bone-building foods we explored today, because sometimes just remembering the right choices makes healthy living feel a whole lot easier. Greek yogurt packed with calcium and protein, easy to digest and perfect for breakfast. Canned sardines rich in calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s, small fish with big bone benefits. Leafy greens like kale and bok choy, full of plant-based calcium and vitamin K to strengthen bone density. Fortified plant milks, smart swaps for dairy with added calcium and vitamin D, especially helpful for lactose intolerance. Eggs, a compact source of vitamin D and protein that's easy on the stomach and big on bone support. Prunes, naturally sweet, packed with antioxidants and minerals that help slow bone loss and support stability. Tofu, a calcium-rich plant-based protein powerhouse that may reduce bone loss in postmenopausal women. 7 foods, 7 simple choices. And not one of them comes in a bottle. Because here's the truth, you don't need a shelf full of pills to build strong bones. You need real nutrient-dense foods that work with your body, not against it. Strong bones aren't just about structure, they're about freedom. When your bones are supported, you move easier. You stand taller. You live with more confidence, whether it's playing with grandkids, gardening, or simply walking with ease and balance. This isn't about just living longer. It's about living better on your terms with strength, dignity, and joy. So the next time you sit down to eat, remember you're not just feeding your hunger, you're feeding your future. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 7 bone-building foods will you be adding to your plate this week? Will it be the protein-rich eggs, the sweet surprise of prunes, or maybe those mighty little sardines? Drop your answer in the comments below, even just a number from 1 to 7. Your comment might inspire someone else to take their first step toward better bone health today. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It helps our team bring you more content like this. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos focused on senior health, vitality, and joyful aging. Here at True Health Way, we believe that every chapter of life should be strong, balanced, and fulfilling. Because aging isn't about decline, it's about discovery. It's about choosing well, living fully, and growing stronger. One meal, one step, one moment at a time. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, take care of your bones, and they'll take care of you.